What's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day bringing you a lockback. And it's a lockback because it goes back and it locks. That's pretty much why they call it that. This one right here is made by Pardue Knife Company, and it's the Utilitac II. And it's designed by Joe Pardue. Now, I don't know much about Joe Pardue. I just know that he designs this knife. And it's written on the box. So basically, it's got like this, what's it called? Zytel, I think it is. It's a black textured Zytel grip. And what I know about Zytel is nothing. But what I can tell you about this is that it's actually grippy and it's comfortable. I don't mind it. It's not too bad. Another thing I do like is the fact that the deep pocket clip is tip up, tip down, left side, right side. So you have a full, all the way around the knife type pocket clip adjustment. So that's pretty good. It does come with this little lanyard, and it gives you plenty of tie down here. So if you actually need it, you're out and you have an emergency where you need some rope, that'll do it. That'll help you. It's not bad. It's not bad. Sharpness. I already tested this, so I'm gonna have to pick a spot here. But I tested this, and the hair just breezed, and I mean breezed right off of me. It was so, you can see that right there. It was so freaking sharp. Since I'm inside the house, I'm gonna dump the hair inside the knife box because normally what I do is just poof. But yeah, that's not so bad. Now, here you can see the box actually. Utilitac II, Joe Pardue by Pardue Knife Company. This will go right into the fireplace. You know, guys, if you are one of those people who collects knife boxes, and I know there's people out there that do, and you want these knife boxes, you'll have to come pull it out of the fireplace. So, let's get back to this. We are talking black-coated Tonto tip, and it does have this really nice thumb ramp right here. It's jimped, and it's comfortably jimped. The top of the handle scales right here are both jimped. You do have a nice fat spacer in there. You can see the metal, the liners inside. They're pretty nice thickness. You have a thumb stud that is dual-sided, and they're the same size on both sides. I don't like when the one on the left is really tiny. Let's see. Oh, here's something really cool. Check this out. The jimping on the liner lock isn't like jimping all the way. It's only on one side, almost like a serrade, but not to where you're going to cut off your finger serrade. I have to say that that's kind of cool. I like that. Overall, it's not a bad looking knife. You know what I mean? It's kind of ugly in a pretty way. Like if you've ever seen the Rhino revolver, you think, oh my God, that's ugly. It's awesome. It's the same way. It's the same way. It's got that goofy look that still makes you think, oh, I could totally work that. And the texturing inside this, it's kind of hard and plasticky feeling, but it's textured well enough to where you're not going to lose it in your grip. I was already messing around with it, and you know I don't judge a knife by can it cut paper, but this one cuts paper. And it's pouring rain outside, so luckily I have a bunch of wood in here, and we are going to play around with some wood inside the house because that's what keeps the girlfriends happy. So, let's get to doing that. Yeah. All right. So let's give this guy a test here. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Nice. Get away some of that. So, wow, wow. I am making some paper thin curls. And I mean paper thin. I mean paper. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. It doesn't just cut paper, it makes paper. Holy moly. These are so thin. Yeah, feather sticking. This is pretty impressive. Let me get all those back up here. That right there is super thin. That is super, super thin. So let's see. Oh, I got an idea. It's so difficult in the house, always trying to find what I want to do next because, I'm limited. So let's see. All right, so does it baton? Well, that's a piece of wood that I just split in half. Let's see here. Now I'm just gonna, I want to show you, but yeah, I'll just push from my hand and probably slice my hand open at the end. Actually, I'll hold on to it. See if I can do it this way. And oh yeah, how do you like that business, boys and girls? So I literally just split a piece of wood by holding it and pulling the blade through. Now let's check. Does it close? Does it open? Does it stay locked? Yeah, it does all that. Does it? Ooh, almost got my thumb in there. Oh yeah, does it close and open after banging on the spine? Yep. The liner lock stays true to the center. I didn't even look to see how this thing lines up, and it lines up pretty near true. I mean, that's as close to true as you're going to get without being dead nut. Oh, it's got some jimping on the heel. I have to say, I mean, there's not much I could really do with this right now, but what I can tell you is that it's sharp. It works. Let's see. Let's see. I'll shave this down a little bit. I'm just sending wood flying through the living room. Let's see. Holy moly. All right, so you need to make a spear. You need to make darts. You need to make arrows. You need to make pit spikes. You need to kill some animals. This is going to do the trick, man. This is going to do the trick. It's actually not bad. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see this chop action here. Let's see this damn chop action here. I am getting wood chips everywhere. So, will it chop? Yep, it'll chop. Just let the knife do the work. Just swing from the wrist. And you have a knife that will do some chopping. And one of the good things is, if you can see that, that's just an extra way to get some good fluff right there. That's fire starting stuff right there. Let me clean some of this up real quick, because actually I'm going to use that to light my fire later. That's not so bad. Look at that. Doing a knife review, I just made accidental fluff. So, here we have it. It's sharp. It goes through wood pretty damn easily. Did I mention it's sharp? Did I mention it goes through wood pretty easily? This thing isn't bad. Comfortable, even though it's plasticky. Yep. It's gonna fit in a pocket nice with the profile. Yep. Is the blade appropriately sized? Yep. Let's check this edge. Any damage? Nope. The edge looks great. The coating is on there after batoning. You see it didn't wear off all over the place. That's all scratches right there. I mean, not scratches, but just the wood, just the dirt from the wood, the inside of the wood. So overall, what do I think about this Joe Pardue? And this is with just light work with it. I think it's all right. I think it's all right. Is this one that I would recommend that you go out and you buy right away, and you pick up? And I think it was under 30 bucks, so it's not expensive. But I could say that you wouldn't mind having it. You wouldn't say to yourself, oh, great, I picked up a piece of crap. That's definitely not this knife. This knife is not bad at all. It's actually a pretty good knife. I just don't like the overall feel. I think it's a little too plasticky in the feeling, even though I don't mind this because of the texture is nice. It's just it's very squared. It's very plasticky. The blade is ultra thin. It's very, very thin. So you don't have that feeling of a knife in your hand. Like, I think a little bit girthier, you know what I mean, of a blade. If it was a little bit fatter, I would have had a much easier time chopping. Obviously, it chopped. It took away a bunch of little chips, but it didn't do that great. It's not, obviously, it's not a chopper. And you could say, oh, well, it's a lockback. Of course, it's not a chopper. But if you've seen a lot of my videos, I have some lockbacks that chop like little hatchets. So you can't blame it on being a lockback for not being able to do that. So do I recommend it? I don't know. If it's what's out there and you got a couple bucks and it's only costing you a couple bucks, it's not bad. But, I mean, in my opinion, there are a lot better options than this. The steel wheel cut jack, I think it's the CM22. So much better. So much better. The tactical gears folders, so much better. And we're talking the equal price range, you know what I mean? Just so much better. A couple bucks more, the Essia Vespa, way better. This one right here, not bad for the money, but not great for the money. So while it's a decent knife, while it's a sharp knife, it's got a really sharp edge. And while it can handle the tasks that I'm putting it through, it's just what's making it less recommendable for me. Even though you just watched it do everything I wanted it to do, it's just the feeling. That's all it comes down to, is the overall grip is subpar to me. But it's not a bad blade. It's not a bad blade at all. So, what do I think? Is it worth having? Yeah, this is one I'll keep around. Is this going to be one of my EDCs? No, it might be yours. You might actually like it. You might grab this thing and think, hey, it's not so bad. This could be the best knife you own, depending on what kind of knives you already have. For me, it's not going to be something that stays in my pocket. Will I use it? Hell yeah, I use all my knives. I'm going to use the snot out of this. But this will not replace some of the other EDCs that I have. Although, you know, you never know. One day walking out of the house, this might be what I see, and I just might grab it. So it's not that I won't use it as an EDC. It's just not my choice, right? I don't know. Utilitac II. I don't know what the hell Utilitac 1 was, but if this is an improvement, Utilitac 1 probably isn't going to be very favorable in my book. Still, though, not too bad. Is it worth the money? Yes. Is there better options? Yes. Is Donnie B all day crazy handsome? No. So, this is it. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife. Woo!